let's go out to Indianapolis and talk to Luke. Luke, good afternoon. How can Christy and I help?
Hey, good afternoon to both of you. As always, thank you for the help you provide.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's going on?
So at my church, I lead a group, and we're actually going through FPU. And this past weekend, we're talking about baby step 3 to 6 weeks, and actually tomorrow, 3 to 6 months. And tomorrow, we will be debt-free. Tomorrow, we're paying off our van.
Congratulations!
Yeah, we're excited, right? We're
Oh,
not
yeah.
screen because that's tomorrow. It's not today, okay?
Okay.
Now, my big question, my wife and I, other people in the group have the same question, 3 versus 6 months. So we played the clip in the video, based on a single income family, or how reliable, commission-based. So if I can give you my circumstances, I'd really appreciate you helping me out 3 versus 6 months.
Yeah.
So I'm retired military, 20 years, so I have retirement pay. That's
Okay.
never going to go away. I have disability from the military. That's not going to go away.
Okay.
And I'm a school teacher.
Okay.
School teacher pay, of course, can go away. My wife, we homeschool. We have 7 daughters.
7.
So,
Ooh.
yeah, and I'm
Young
watching them
piece.
play out the window right now.
That's
It's
amazing.
a lot of estrogen. Yeah. And so while we are a single-family income, I am the sole person. At the same time, the military and the disability comes out to about $46,000 a year. And my pay for being a teacher is about $45,000. So it's kind of funny. I get paid more for doing nothing now than I get paid for teaching. But we have 7 kids. So even though some of the income is reliable, more kids, you have more events could happen that you need to dig in.
More expenses.
That emergency. But the sooner that we can get past baby step 3, baby steps 4, 5, and 6, I got a lot of college to start saving up for these kids.
Yeah.
So I don't want to put a lot of cash in savings or money market. I don't need to.
Yeah. No,
So I'm looking for advice.
Yeah. So, Luke, what's your guaranteed annual income right now?
If I were to quit or get fired from teaching, my guaranteed income from the military and disability is $46,000.
But there's no indication that anything's wrong with the teaching, right? Like that's been stable up to this point. That's a hypothetical. I just want to clarify this.
Not only is it a hypothetical, I finished my grad degree in educational leadership. I'm thinking about being a principal, which would of course come with a pay raise.
Yeah, so that's as far as we know, that's a steady, stable job.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you were going to combine everything, then
Yes.
We're looking at $93,000.
Yeah. $92,000. Yeah. So you're good with no debt. You're perfectly fine with just 3 months, man.
Yeah, I would just jump into, and the reason we give people a range, even when you're talking about finances that is mathematical and formula based, and there are steps and principles, there's always going to be a range in comfort level. There are going to be some people that they will not sleep at night unless they have 6 months, just because that's their comfort level, even if all the numbers add up fine. And there's other people that are like, I feel pretty good with 3 months. I want to go ahead and get that money going into college fund. So the range is really for you to customize that aspect of it to your comfort level. And so if you and your wife have a conversation, you feel good about your steady income and you feel good at 3 months or 3 months worth of expenses, and you want to start to put that money towards colleges because that's a very valid reason to want to go ahead and do that. I think that's totally fine. I think there's just a little bit of room for customization within that range.
Absolutely. I totally agree with Christy. We want you to choose. Now, if you would have called in and said, hey, I'm on a commission-based job, I don't have any savings, I still have debt, which if you don't have debt, we're going to tell you to pay off all your debt. But if you didn't have something stable and situated, then yeah, we may say, hey, you know what, go ahead and get 6 months because you're not as stable with your income. But with you, you're stable, Luke. You have some good income. You're out of debt. Yes, set aside 3 months and go ahead and jump over to baby steps 4 through 6 right now. So I would definitely do that. But thank you so much for doing the class. And I before you go, like, I'm curious, throughout your debt-free journey, what was the hardest part of your journey?
So I was actually going to say that for everyone that's listening and hasn't taken the plunge, starting that $1,000,
Wow.
there is a mental leap that you have to take. It's a mental gain. And if you're not willing to take that, you're not all in, and you just go ish, well, just don't do it yet. Wait till next year when you're ready. So making that first leap and saying we're in it to win it, and not going ish.
The commitment.
The first step. The first step. That's right.
Yeah, that's good.
Man, I love
Good
it.
advice. Good advice
it.
for money or anything.
Yeah.
Just commit.
I really do.
You know what? I think it's Seth Godin has a great quote. He says, if you wait until you have success to commit, you'll have neither. You need to commit to this thing, whether it's the baby steps or your business or whatever. You need to commit and then you'll have success. You will not have success if you halfway tiptoe-ish your way through. You'll never have either.
So let's stay right there, Christy. Let's turn on Christy's teaching head. What if someone is saying, okay, I want to commit. I know I need to do this, but like, what are the first, let's say 2 things that they need to do to actually commit to the process, to the journey?
So, one of the things we talk a lot around here is action. I tell people all the time, it's not the thought that counts. I don't know who came up with that. No one cares what you thought about doing. No one's bragging about what your husband thought about getting you for your anniversary. No one's posting on Facebook about what your kids thought about earning on their report cards. It's what you do that counts. But what's interesting is if you take a tiny baby step, literally a baby step in anything, not just financial baby steps, but that's why we broke it down this way. If you take a tiny baby step, it builds your confidence and it fuels your momentum to take the second tiny baby step and the third tiny baby step and so on. You look up one day and you've built the business, you've lost the weight, you've gotten out of debt, you've done the thing, but it didn't happen overnight. It happened one tiny baby step at a time, but it all started with taking a step. It's that step that moves. It's the first domino.
Yes.
Then the second is easier. The third is easier. You start to get some adrenaline, some endorphins, some reward from your hard work, some payoff. You cut up the credit card. You lose the weight. Whatever that thing is, you get your first sale. And you're like, oh my gosh, I'm doing this.
Yes.
Research shows, Anthony, that the most motivating thing to people, male, female, any age, does not matter. The most motivating thing to human beings from a psychological perspective is not money. It's not rewards. It's not recognition. It's seeing progress. Seeing the scale to go down, seeing the bank account go up. You see progress. You want to do more of that. So make some progress.
I told you, she a teacher, y'all.